Hello, hello. Uh, Hi, everybody. Yep, if you're here, please drop a comment, all right, while we slowly wait for people to come in. Hi there, Adrian. Good evening, good evening. I'm lonely here today and wait for people to come in. 11 of you. Oh, Gopal. You're low, Gopal Singh. Jiban Naidu. Only one person. Yeah, because Thomas is having his meal, and Con, as you all know, big business. He's a bit busy, but he'll join later. Thana, unfortunately, has I think a throat infection or something. So hi Li Kangwei, Xingwen Chu. Uh, yep, if you're here, please, if you're on Facebook, you can help us share. Even if you're on YouTube, if you don't mind, you can go to Horizon's Facebook and help us share the live and get others to join in. Hello, Theo, Theophilus Chin, Anantila, hello. Hi, guys. If you're on Facebook, do help us share. I see 30 people here. Unfortunately, those on Con and Thomas's channel don't see this stream yet because they haven't connect their channel. Currently, it's mine and Tana's channel and on Horizon Facebook. All right. So we migrated to a new streaming platform, which allows everybody to see everybody's comments, and I can also select comments. See, can I select, or where do I select? Or I can click this and select, right? See, I can click different comments. I can click different comments. Yeah, Eugene. Hello, Eugene. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, yo. Oh, another Eugene. What's up? Hello there. All right. We have 43 people. Please drop a comment if you're here. Please drop a comment. And I wish you all a wonderful evening ahead. Can you share your views on the latest GR launching? GR Yaris versus GR Corolla, maybe. Ooh. So unfortunately, during the launch, my colleague was there, not me. I couldn't make it. So luckily, we have our reliable Horizon team members. HP was there, and wait for the videos to come out. All right. So, hi, Anthony. Hello there. Today, hey, I started this solo, right? Remember? For those of you who watched last time, I started it solo last time. Anyway, Tana has something going on with his throat. He's not feeling that well. So, and Thomas is coming in later, Con as well. Yeah, so I wish Tana get well soon. There's also, thank you for that. Yeah, this new format is pretty interesting. And it's more expensive though. We have to pay money, of course. We have to pay. Everything has to pay. And there's the possibility of linking our TikTok here. So that's the reason I wanted to migrate to this platform, right? It's possible to link to TikTok. So I do not know what kind of traction we can get, but hey, if we can help more people, why not? Hi, Dennis Ong. Hello there. So again, any one of you with friends that you think they might have a question to ask when it comes to buying cars or anything, do share this to them, get them to come in here, and then they can ask questions, and we'll try our best to answer them. Yeah, we have 66 people here currently across Tana's YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and Horizon's Facebook. And of course, Facebook being Facebook, after they realize they can't earn much from lives, they totally just kick live aside. I mean, even if we have more than 300,000 followers, 200 over 1,000 fans, but Facebook being Facebook, you don't pay, you don't reach people. Anyway, Anyone else? Yep, yep. We started doing that during COVID. Something interesting. When COVID hit, right? Everybody's locked down, right? And then uh, all of us, all of us suddenly went, stay at home, and then Horizon team started doing different kinds of contents. What was uh, a happy thing was that we only learned this after someone from the car maker industry, I think someone from Toyota, took a picture of the presentation that Google did and sent to one of us. So it was during MCO time, right? And I did not know about this, but Google had a presentation with all their clients and customers, and they use us as an example. Use the Horizon team as an example to as to how we switch our contents during the pandemic time. Anyway, hi ET from UK. Welcome, welcome. I wonder what time is it in UK? Thanks. This platform is nice. It's also more expensive. A good car for students. Well, for me, if you just got your driver's license, that's very likely um, uh, the oh, it was afternoon in UK. So I mean, for those of you around my age, okay, or even younger than me, I mean, those of you in your 30s or 40s, right? Do you guys remember? Hi, Sinyong from Singapore. Hi, Afiq Khairi. Do you guys remember when we were 17, 18 years old, when we first got our driver's license, right? All of our friends around that period of time, 17, 18, 19, had their fair share of accidents, right? So a good car for student is, of course, uh, a safe car. A used Volvo would be very good, very safe, very stable on highways. And of course, I mean, everybody will be thinking, oh, maintenance, maintenance. I mean, if you're a student, very likely it's paid for by your parents, right? So, yeah, those will be fine. And of course, we never really recommend new cars for beginner drivers. What's the point? I mean, if you think about along that logic, why cars like Vios City they sell so well is because they serve their purpose, and they also are very reliable and fuel efficient and all that. So if they are so reliable, there's no worry buying there's no worry buying a 3-year-old car, right? Provided, of course, some people wanted that brand new feeling, then by all means, okay? All right. Oh, Tai Yixian. Yeah, thank you. Yep, I see Berlin. I can't do without I see Berlins after wearing them. They're so lightweight, and you can snap the thing out and then you just mount it back. There are no screws on the hinges. So very nice. Okay. Yes, it's too expensive for a compact car, but also no, because it's very likely to be the cheapest new car. What I just said earlier on is the same thing. I mean, it's for this kind of budget, right? You'll be able to get let's say 40 grand. I mean, if you're buying cash, you can get I think you can still get an Accord on loan if I'm not wrong, right? But try and get something that won't depreciate like mad. Um, yeah, because you need that extra margin when it comes to moving into your next car. So a used might be probably, you know. Uh, so there are two ways to think about it. Whether as a new car, which one is more worth it? Then I would say the Saga is more worth it. But from a macro perspective, you don't need to buy a new car. If all you need is a small car, okay? You don't need to buy a new car. So Anantila is saying, is it car prices determined by power and torque? For example, people complain when the latest Camry priced at 200,000 with 200 horsepower, although it has full features. Well, the thing is this, Malaysians, right? We did not realize that our car prices has dropped so much, so much over the past 10 years. All right. Anyone here who bought the first generation Vios almost 20 years ago? How much you bought the car for? Toyota Vios? The first generation where Toyota got Britney Spears and Brad Pitt to join in the advertisement. Let me tell youngsters here, 20 years ago, a Vios cost 80,000 ringgit. 20 years later, a higher spec Vios costs 70-ish. The current ringgit. Think about it. The current ringgit is worth how much versus 20-year-old ringgit? So Malaysians have this weird perspective whereby we always feel that ringgit is forever. Ringgit is like gold, you know, like stable value over the past 20 years. It's like, come on, man. So for the Camry, I think it's worth it. But we also do remember that back then Camrys were like 150, 160,000, and now they're at 200,000. But hey, if you convert it and then you compare other markets, more or less there, of course, is imported from Thailand. It's not locally assembled, so it doesn't get the tax benefits. All right, so no choice. I mean, we have to understand this thing. Like people will ask, like, hey, why is the Audi A3, 2 liters sedan 300K? But yeah, it's fully imported. What can they do? They can't do much. All right. Tyrion Alexis asking, Bobby, GR Corolla or GR Yaris? Now, I was one of the person who kept saying that the GR Yaris is just a marketing hype until I drove it and I'm like, wow, that car just blew me away, the GR Yaris. And looking at pictures of the GR Corolla, it's like, that's very good looking. Yeah, so for me, I prefer the looks of the GR Corolla, but I get that the crookiness of the GR Yaris not being an all-out practical car that has something that I think would last longer. Yeah, yeah, it will become a legend, that car. All right. Yep. Okay, this one. Okay, from Ching Hong Tan. Hi, Bobby. I'm in a dilemma in getting EV6 or C40. What's your view? I'm currently driving an MK7 and looking for a more comfortable ride and powerful still. Now, in terms of ride comfort, you will feel the EV6 ride a little bit busier than the C40. So, are you replacing your car? You're keeping your MK7, right? Because as far as the distance of the EV6 or C40 is in terms of mileage, EV mileage, it can't do what your MK7 Golf can. Like morning you go Penang, afternoon you come back to KL. They can't do that. Provided you go full DC charging, which is super expensive, which I did that silly thing with Thomas. Okay, comparing these two cars. So I recently drove the Kia EV6, and I'm blown away by how well that car was executed from a drivetrain perspective, and suspension, in terms of, put it this way, these two are so far currently the best handling regular EVs. I'm not talking about super EVs like Taycan or the Audi e-tron GT. Those are literally supercars. All right. But the EV6 and the C40, right, really drives well. They handle. You can tell that the car makers put in effort. So I thought the XC40 handles pretty well. The XC40, be it in petrol or EV, it handles pretty well. As compared to like the BMW iX, right? The BMW iX carrying the BMW brand, but the car is 100% tuned for sofa handling, sofa lounge comfort car. It doesn't drive like a regular BMW. You can test drive both back to back, iX3 and iX. You can tell there's a huge difference in the way they handle. The iX3 still drives like a BMW. All right, so EV6 and C40 both are sharp handling and drives really well. EV6 has way more interior space than the C40. Way, 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 way more. So the C40, right? Can you see me sideways? Wait. Is that the straightest I can go? Okay. The C40 sits like this. All right. This is the C40's rear seat sitting position. Whereas the Kia EV6 can go like that. So that makes a huge difference in long distance or long, basically just, yeah, that makes a huge difference. Now, the EV6 that I got doesn't come with a sunroof. What I learned is that people who buy, those that people buy out there has sunroofs. Anyone who know, please let me know. Does the EV6 has a panoramic roof or not? Because it's very dark inside the car. The window opening areas of the EV6 is rather small from the rear onwards, the rear windscreen and everything. So I'm more to the EV6 in terms of the hardware, but in terms of the software, the Google Maps, blah blah, everything, right? The C40 is by far better. Even the utilization of the adaptive cruise control, blah blah, and all that. The C40 is more mature. Interior material, C40 is a clear winner, but interior design, EV6 is clear winner. All right, so both are really good EVs, and EV6 is quite expensive, right? It's quite a bit more than the C40, right? So if you are okay with the rear seat angles of the C40, then you can. But both are good, huh? So I'm not sure if I help you, but I would say that EV6 is nearer to the way you drive your MK7 in terms of being. It looks like a lower car, but actually it's not. It's pretty tall as well. The ride height of the EV6 is the ride height of the 5 Series GT or the 6 Series GT. It's actually a higher car than others. All right. This one, oh, clicking the wrong place. I'm clicking the screen where you guys are seeing. I would go for the 7 Series, right? As good as the S90 is, it's not a challenger to the 7 Series by any measure, okay? Yeah, case closed. 60K daily use car, 60K below, and cash. So you want a car that can best conserve your 60K cash, all right? So find 60K cash. If you have to drive safe because you're a fresh grad, and most of you have the cartoons bigger than my head. Sorry, and 60K cash you can get a Renault Megane RS, which will reserve your resale value really well. You can keep it there, and then you drive. You still can sell it for around that price. But I'm worried for your safety. Yeah, it can be a daily car. Yeah. But if you want a very safe car, then as in safe choice that you don't get questioned much by parents and all that, then it will be an Accord. But Accord would look like you drive your father's car out. So 60K cash, you can also get a BMW Z4, the first gen Z4. No, they are not 60,000. You can nego to get around 40-50 grand. Then you can fix it up, and with a convertible you won't drive as fast as you would with a hot hatch, because you drop the top, you will smile and enjoy while going at 50-60. You don't need to get your smile and your enjoyment by going 150, 160, which you might if you have a hot hatch. All right, so you can consider a Z4 as well, because it will keep your 60K for as long as it is. Then next time you want to buy another car, it's worth every cent that you paid for it. All right. Oh, Tiba Naidu already answered for me. I didn't notice that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not as fast as those turbocharged Golf GTI. You know, it's an NA engine, 2.2 or 2.5, so it's not crazy fast. But if someone drives recklessly, right, a 1.3 90 horsepower car can get them into trouble anyway, right? So if they sayang the car more, if people see their face, you see, youngsters drive like stupid because they thought people cannot see them, right? The window reflects light, right? But if it's open, everybody sees your face. Then at least you will learn to be a little bit more civil by driving a convertible. I presume that, and you get your joy and enjoyment before you reach crazy speeds, which kills a lot of youngsters. All right. What what else? Wow, so many questions coming in already. I'm so sorry. I'm a bit slow. Uh, uh, okay. What else? Is it worth changing a Grand Livina to XC90? Of course, it's a major upgrade. It's like, no offense, but it's like Ruma whip to semi DUA, right? Hey, it's a good car. I wish you luck, right? Yeah, 4-year-old Subaru should be all right. All right. Yeah. Looking for a used C segment SUV with budget around 130,000, which is good, reliable, comfortable 5-seater SUV that I can purchase between used CX-5, CRV, or Tiguan. Year of make 2019 and up. Okay. All three are good SUVs. CRV is the largest, but Tiguan 2019 Tiguan should already be the Tiguan all space, right? So you get 2 extra seats hidden under the boot. So in emergency use, you can pop them up. So in terms of usability, I would say the Tiguan has the best here, and of course the updated infotainment is fantastic as well. CX-5 looks good, drives really well as well. CRV to me is just big. That's it. You know, it doesn't handle like the CX-5. It doesn't have a clever gearbox like the CX-5. The engine, despite being turbocharged, small 1.5 turbocharged, has proven to be rather reliable, even though we see a lot of complaints online about this thing, that thing, but every car maker has it. My choice amongst these three probably is the Tiguan if it is the facelift one. If it is the pre-facelift, it's not as handsome as the CX-5, but I think the facelift is just as handsome. Okay. Apa ni? 86 lah, of course. 86 lah, bro. 86. You want something that has a stronger resale value than a Civic, it has to be a Toyota 86, right? RSX or Cayman. For me, it's RSX, but if it is Boxster, then I would struggle a bit, right? Because I don't need a Cayman, a coupe, a small coupe for handling and all that, blah blah. But for me, I don't go track day. I don't go for 9/10 kind of driving. I prefer to just open the top and just chill, let the wind blow into my hair and all that. Harder to sell a normal consumer manual car. I would assume you meant a non-sports car, non-enthusiast manual car, then yeah, it's harder. Right? Surendran, congrats! 2020 CLA 45S, buy. Local spec and Japan recon spec. The differences should be, okay, now I do not know new cars, but many years ago, you buy a recon Japan car, your radio cannot get past a certain hertz, but most people would prefer local spec because it's tuned for local fuel, everything is local, When it comes to recon or slightly used or pre-owned cars, right? local cars always demand a higher value, provided the local one is a cut spec UNICEF model available. Then people want to buy the Recon high spec ones. But I think Mercedes are pretty well spec local ones. And the CLA 45, the new one, is just so beautiful, beautiful. First gen Volvo S60. Wow, that's a very, very old car, which still looks very good. Well, you need to source for parts, you need to know mechanics and all that. They are not known to be bad or unreliable, but it's also the Ford era. Interior deteriorates, so yeah, but it's still a very good looking car to my eyes. You know, be it the dashboard or what, and it's so solidly built, you know. And I love the gear lever, but interior plastics, some of the leather, the color discoloration is known to be falling apart. And when a car maker goes through different ownership, goes past, you know, all this, I do not know if they still manufacture parts for their older, different parent company generation. Probably OEM might still have them, but you might need to visit chop shops pretty often. All right, but I'm not the expert in these Volvos that are so old. All right, if you ask me a workshop, there is a famous Volvo workshop at Kochai Lama. I always see a bunch of Volvos outside. All right, you can look for it. 330i for me. All right, Jiming. Yeah, set. What is this? Oh, in dilemma of choosing C-Class 3 Series and the Camry. Are these choices new or used? Because they are 100K apart. Did you mention new or used or whatnot? Is it all new cars? If it were all new cars, I would still choose the BMW 3 Series because it's just as spacious as the Camry now. You know, the 3 Series and the C-Class as well. Yeah, all new car. Oh, okay, all new cars. I would go for the 3 Series. Camry is very good, but I'm not happy with the current interior finishing of the leather seats. I'm very unhappy with the leather seats. The stitching is everywhere. The way it is finished. I mean, it's assembled in Thailand, right? So yeah, the leather is a lot worse than local assembly similar segment cars, you know, in Malaysia. All right. So Paulus is here. Paulus Robano. Santa Fe is good. Yep. Yep. Bobby, which one is better? The RX 200T. Now, you know, Lexus being Lexus, it's going to last a lifetime. Yes. And it's also a bigger car than the GLC. In terms of design, I prefer the GLC. In terms of infotainment system, I prefer the GLC. In terms of looks, I prefer the GLC. In terms of finishing, reliability, build quality, of course, it's the Lexus. There's no challenge. In fact, Mercedes is one of the worst amongst the three premium brands for their lower segment models in terms of fit and finish, use of plastics, gloss black material, you know. Yeah. And Lexus is one of the best when it comes to interior fit and finish and use of material and long-term durability. Yeah. Fun use Conti car 60-70K for student, BMW Z4, SLK. All right. What are you sure? Jian, you always have this ready, yeah? The Z4. Okay, I want to go to another question already. Either old Volvo or a W211 E-Class as a weekend project car. just for looks, obviously. You're buying an old Volvo or a 211 E-Class for the looks. For the looks. I don't know, man. You know, I've seen the E63 BMW 6 Series going for as low as 40K. Wouldn't that look better? Wouldn't that look more like a project car? You know? Yeah, if you want a project car, get a two-door European. Their resale value always go through a dip and then they swing back up. A two-door European premium brand, you know, they always swing back. Do think about it, okay? Yeah, see, then E63 6 Series, 40 over 1,000. That is a good weekend project car. They look stunning when you do up the exterior. You know, so a lot of people, when they buy this kind of car, right, the first thing they spend their money on is the engine, transmission. You know, they spend all their money, but they haven't done anything to the exterior. I tell you, mentally, that is a wrong approach for a project car. The first thing you do, give it a great spanking good set of wheels, and then get the exterior, the body panels, the bumpers, get all those things done up, your exterior windows, all the watermark and all that. You do up all that, the car looks so beautiful, right? You would have that passion to continue, yes, looking like that. Looking like that will keep your fire burning in you in wanting to slowly, patiently fix it back because it looks so stunning. A lot of people got it wrong. They spend all their money on the engine bay and all that, right? Every day they see the car, right? The bumper goes out, goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out, goes in, right? The whole car's exterior look like, and then the headlamps look yellowish and all that, right? Very quickly you will lose the love and passion in rebuilding this car. So get the looks fixed first. It's like what, you know, it's like a very beautiful girl, but she's lying there on coma. You know, you want to wait for her to wake up, right? You want to find some ways to wake her up. You can't wait for her to wake up and then you do something with her, right? Right? But yeah, you get what I mean, huh? Oh yes, I'm happy I helped you. Yes, that's a better project car, brother. Yes, this is also a much better project car, W124 300CE. Thank you, Paulus Romano. 958 going for around. Fantastic deal. Go for it, Rosmini Hendro. These Porsches are fantastic value. Go for it. Go for it. We have a good friend who blasts around in his 4.1 liter Cayenne diesel V8. Oh my God, he loves it. All right. You know, the W211. No, it's not the Yakuza boss, you know. It's those cars lingering around the Yakuza boss, right? And then the Yakuza boss probably have a, you know, an Audi A8 or a Toyota Century. And then the son of that Yakuza boss. No, the Yakuza boss is at home, you know, drinking tea, pretending to be a nice guy. And then these are the bekias, you know, the runners of the Yakuza boss running around, always those in suit. And then the son of the Yakuza boss is the one in the 6 Series. So these are the people who die first when there's a shooting going on. Right? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So don't be the one who die first. Okay. Wait. Subaru Forester XT, are they reliable? Yes, they are reliable. Yes, this one. No. The only reason you are considering it is because of the brand Lexus. But there's nothing in this car that feels like a Lexus, first thing. It's not comfortable, it's not practical, it's not luxurious inside. Hi, Con.
Hey, Bobby.
And hey, why our view like that one?
Yeah, lo.
Why the view like that? What's this here? Okay. Hey, apa ni lah? Like that lah.
This is better. This is better. Okay.
Hey, your sound recording not very good. Anyway,
Is it?
yeah. Let me continue with that question. The Lexus CT 200 hybrid. First of all, this car is old. All right. Even though the hybrid battery is not crazy expensive, but it is a hybrid car that comes with the trouble of having a hybrid car, but without the performance or the things that you can do with a hybrid car, like a proper hybrid car, like charging the car, or you have EV mode. It has none of this. It only has a hybrid badge, and then you run it and drive it and use it like a normal car. And resale value is cheap because of all the things I mentioned. Design is very good looking. It's a very good looking car. Yeah, spend your money elsewhere. I don't think it's a good choice. All right, even though it's a good looking hatchback, that sort of people have this misconception that, wow, it would serve me like a Golf. No, it serves you like a first gen BMW 1 Series hatchback, like extremely tight space and none of the benefits of what a modern car should give you, So I wouldn't recommend that car.
I remember the
Right.
boot space is quite tight when we reviewed.
Not just the boot space is tight.
Yeah.
Your volume is very soft.
Is
The
it,
rear
wait,
seats
and-
are very tight. The boot space
Yeah,
is extremely tight. Like I said, it's just good looking and with a Lexus badge. All right. The infotainment is rubbish. The handling is rubbish, even though there's a sports mode. Right. The steering feel is rubbish. The interior compartments are rubbish. So it's a good looking car. Yeah. Camry hybrid all day. Camry hybrid all day. It's 2 segments up, and it's not wise to buy a hybrid version of a budget car. All right.
Yo,
Hi, Thomas.
Hey, how's my sound now? Okay, Luke says I sound okay from his side.
Sorry.
Oh, all right.
You sound okay, bro. Sorry, I'm late. I got back to back
Okay.
meetings.
Welcome, Thomas.
Oh, sorry, Con. It was my volume.
I couldn't see any comments. Oh, no, the comments are out. Okay.
I'm sorry, Con, because my volume is so low, and I'm the
Yeah.
only one talking just now, so I didn't realize that it was my volume. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
No worries, buddy. No worries. Hi, Paulus.
Yeah, I have friends now. Finally, I have friends.
Sorry.
Hey.
I've been back to back
What?
all day. I just managed.
Yeah. You okay or not, Thomas?
I'm
You look
okay,
tired.
man. I'm okay. I'm looking forward to tonight. I just have to eat or not. I really cannot. Yeah.
No worries. You go get a drink or something.
I'm really good, man. I've got my tea here, and my water is
Jackson.
here.
Yeah.
Please buy the RC.
Yes. Now this is a Lexus worth buying. Definitely, no question.
Wow, you see that after HP not very sad.
No.
Lexus also okay one.
Around the same price, there are other coupes more worth buying, but this car is so special. After you buy this, right, you won't end up like a 4 Series where you pass by, people don't realize you, or C-Class everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. So RC is a good choice.
Because spec for spec, right? A Lexus will always cost more than an equivalent BMW. Always. Yeah. But they are rarer on the road. And when people see you, right, they know you have spent more money than the guy who bought a BMW.
Yeah, and you park this car next to a 4 Series, right? This car looks so much more expensive than the 4 Series.
Actually, right, this car has the presence almost equivalent to an E-Coupe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Presence wise. Yeah. Thomas, your fan.
Hi.
Your fan, Thomas. Your fan with a love.
I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Harris, the F56 Mini is reliable.
Very reliable.
Yeah, reliable.
Yeah, just buy and drive.
Yeah.
I think it's running the B engines, right? Not the N.
Yeah. It's either B38 or B48.
Yeah, so they're really reliable. They are known to be more robust. Less issues along the forums. And then I think if you are going with the IC 6-speed, lagi solid lah. Yeah.
All right. Okay, this one just a quick one. The BYD Atto 3. I don't think there are other things around this price point, right? That can go this distance, right?
No.
Yeah. That's where the Chinese makers are winning because they have the most advanced batteries, and battery is the thing. For other car makers, this kind of budget, they can only put in a 200 km battery, but the Chinese can go 300-400 km with the same budget. Yeah, right. So go ahead. It's a very comfortable car. The Aura Good Cat is also very good looking, but I believe Rais Hamid has the same thinking as I do. You know, I'm a man, and I do not know how I can step out from the Aura Good
Yeah,
Cat.
I get what
Yeah.
you mean. I get what you mean.
You know what I would do if I buy an Aura Good Cat? I would swap the badge to a Porsche, and then behind I put 356 sedan.
Oh my God! Now that
Yeah.
is. Yeah, man.
Ooh! I like this question. How was your members Maserati Gran Turismo reliability and issues? He turns up for drives every Saturday, and he go
And Sunday.
Thailand, go Singapore, go
Yeah.
JB, go Penang, go everywhere,
And
and
he's
the
not
car
a
is
gentle,
reliable.
he's not a gentle driver as far as I know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
I mean,
reliable.
he won't trash his car, lah, but he enjoys the car, lah, right?
Yes, yes, he enjoys the car. He enjoys the car.
Yes, yes.
He whacks his car though.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
good alternatives are DB9, okay, but not at the same price point though. R8 probably around the same price. Oh, look at it.
Oh.
So good. Thomas, I think this is better looking than DB9. Do you think so?
Yeah, I'm
It's
trying to
more
get it streamed on my
aggressive,
YouTube
I
channel.
would say.
Yes, it looks better than DB9. Look, the Aston Martin's design language has always been more subtle, right?
Yeah, more reserved, right?
Italian is like I turn up. Is the muzzle okay? The DB9 is like I wear a black suit and a black tie, right? No one's gonna see me, right? The Gran Turismo is like I wear a gray
Versace's.
suit, but then I got like pink color, shirt. I got a flower on my side, but it looks like you stand out, lah. Yeah.
DB9 is Hugo Boss, right? And these are like Dolce Gabbanas or Versace suits. Right?
Versace, yeah.
Well, one thing that the Gran Turismo does that all the others here can't is the Gran Turismo can sit 4 adults comfortably. 4 adults in the car comfortably. Yeah.
Looks wise,
Go for it.
all the names down there, right? All the looks, right? I mean, yeah, I think the looks itself is the best, lah. But he say for London and UKB road, lah. The problem is, bro, have you driven UKB roads?
Like Uluyam?
Yeah.
Bro, tighter. Smaller.
Okay, Bihongson?
And they have walls, all the farms, sometimes they put the walls pretty near, they stack the stones. So if you hit those walls, it's not really fun. Yeah.
I mean,
I've been to this kind of roads, probably even tighter when I was in Greece, in Crete.
Oh yeah, Greece is horribly tight.
you were doing that in a Porsche Cayenne, right?
Yeah. And then a Singaporean journalist hit the car 2 times.
Well, I got the
speed
Fiat
limits
500,
to you.
so I have no complaints at all with those plays.
All right.
But anyways, yeah.
Ronald said, Aura Good Cat looks like a Porsche after a few drinks.
I don't know what you're drinking, man. You gotta.
I want some, way.
Okay. Ryan Mayo, give us a budget. Right. Brian Na. Okay. My friend is driving a first gen CX5, planning to buy a sub 100K as a daily mule. Must be able to get loan. Wow, that's a very wide range.
Yeah.
Can you narrow down for him, for us? All right. Okay. I felt like left foot braking.
Yeah, go automatic lah. Automatics for left foot braking.
Just go with what you feel like, and you won't go wrong.
Thomas, remember Saturday, right? You asked me whether we want to swap cars or not. You were driving your Spider. You asked me whether you want to swap my 6 Series with
Oh,
you.
but
Then I
you never list my car as a legendary car, so I thought
wait. No. Let me explain this. You know that auntie that makes coffee. You know, while we were about to go, she handed the coffee to Pang, and Pang gave me the coffee. So my coffee cup is quite full. You know. So while I was following you downhill, the thing, both of us top down. My left hand holding my coffee. You know, I was driving like that. Driving. And then taking sips of my coffee. I'm like, I do not want a manual. Screw you. Yeah, it's so nice.
But Kirun, I don't know, man. Left root braking, you're like, you only do it on track, lah. I don't know whether you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Want to buy a car for mother? Anything below 1 million? Taycan, lah. Porsche Taycan. No woman will hate the Taycan. Get her a Taycan. All right. Or the recently launched Audi RS e-tron GT. However, the Taycan has that beautiful light blue or pink color, and women tend to like cars that are more flowy and shapely instead of a car looking very aggressive, you know. So I believe women, I mean, you can show her these two, which one she likes. All right. Or the Q8 e-tron is coming. A friend of mine saw us doing the events at Audi Glen Marie just yesterday, and then towards the afternoon he went and had a look at the RS e-tron, and then he booked a Q8 e-tron. Chiang, you want to show the Q8 e-tron? Hello. Okay, Chiang, come show us the Q8 e-tron. It's interesting. It has no correlation with the current Q8. All right, it is a separate platform, but its interior room is the same as the Q8. So inside is as big as the Q8, while outside it is slightly smaller than the Q8. All right, this is also a very appealing car. It starts from 380,000 all the way to 470, if I'm not wrong, around there. In terms of the power output you choose, it's also fully electric. Your mother may like a taller riding car, right? Other than that, what else your mother would like? What else? Below 1 million. I would suggest EV for ladies, really, because women prefer cars that are smooth, comfortable, quiet. Yeah. Moreover, a 50-year-old lawyer.
Yeah, good choice.
All right. Get an EV. MC Shift. Auto. Get the 4.7. That's what I heard. That is more. It's more reliable, more robust, and of course the auto gearbox is also more reliable, more robust. MC Shift is more fun. For me, daily drive, I would of course prefer auto, but after driving so many cars, I kind of miss the excitement and the engagement of not excitement. It's the silliness of the single clutch automated manual. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I kind of miss that, but in every measure, it is considered as a bad gearbox.
There's something satisfying in getting your gear changed right in a single clutch gearbox.
Yeah, you just drive manually all the time, Just drive manually all the time. It's nice. All right. Macans are reliable.
Yes.
Go for it. And resale value is mad. It's mad strong resale value. Crazy strong. All right.
Adrian, Legacy is a good car.
Yeah. Oh, who asked that? Legacy?
Adrian.
Oh, BP5, my favorite.
Mm.
Oh, I love yeah, I used to have a legacy BP5. I love it. The space, the comfort, the handling. Okay, comfort on the highway, it tends to bob around just like the previous gen Renault Megane RS. Hey, Megane does that or not, Thomas? On highway, does it does
Yeah,
it
it
hop?
dips. It dips on the rear will dip. So
Oh,
so
oh,
when
oh, it
you're
does that
trying to
as well.
touch the touch screen, your hands
Yeah.
like got Parkinson like that one. It's like I want to get my aircon lower.
Yeah, okay, that's annoying. So the legacy does that as well, but of course, suspension you can change them. It's from the era where nothing is electronic, and in terms of specifications, right? There are those that comes with Macintosh, full set Macintosh sound system with the amplifier, everything in speakers, everything. So it's really good sound system. But you know, Japanese car of this era, right? All plastic panels, right? So your speaker is so powerful. You know what will happen to your car, lah? So you can go to KL Auto. KL Auto to get those things sorted, you know, soundproofing wise, and then get the ones with the panoramic roof that can open. All right,
Mm.
there are those with panoramic roof that can open, and what else? The fabrics are super durable. Okay, the fabric seats on these cars are super durable, and oh, the speed cut. The speed cut is the most annoying thing because this car, right? This car has the old generation Japanese turbo engines. This is the 265 horsepower version, right? So after 3,400 RPM, even though your throttle doesn't, you don't move your feet stays there, right? But after 3,400 RPM, even if you don't move your feet, right, your speed will continue to climb because the turbo already starts spooling. It will just climb. And then without knowing it on the highway, right, you will hit 180. And then the speed cut is very garang. And it's like, whoa, the speed cut, you know, your car just slow down and then goes back. So it's very annoying on the highway, especially if Myvi is right behind you, you know. So what I experienced in the Legacy was a Honda Insight Hybrid.
Ouch!
I was overtaken by a Honda Insight Hybrid because I cannot drive past 180, and the Insight Hybrid is on my tail. And then when I yield for the Insight Hybrid, right, then I realized the Insight Hybrid's top speed can go 182. So
All
imagine I am embarrassed by him, and the only thing he do is slowly overtake me. So my embarrassment was lengthened. You know,
every time you reach out, already you pull back, right? So that
yeah,
adds on to the
yeah, that
disadvantage.
sucks. Okay. Now, back to WC Liao's question. This is interesting because I get this revelation when I test drove the MX-30, and especially apparent when I watched that excellent interview by Top Gear UK, where they invited Christian von Koenigsegg and Gordon Murray and basically legends, Martin Remarque. Yeah, and Christian von Koenigsegg said something really opens up my perspective. He said that because they asked the question, do you support EVs? You know, and he said even though I make hypercars that are internal combustion engines, for me it doesn't for Christian von Koenigsegg, he said, right, it doesn't make sense to have all the cars around that do the daily grocery, sending the kids to school and back home, doing the hairdresser, you know, and all that. Doesn't make sense for these kind of cars to be burning petrol, right? Every day in and out, burning petrol. They should all be EVs. Now, it also doesn't make sense for him that if all these cars are EVs, they carry a battery pack so big that you can go 350, 450 kilometers for no reason because their daily commute is 30 km, 40 km, 30 km, 40 km. Because the batteries will deteriorate anyhow, even if you don't use them. It's a waste of natural resources to pack 300, 400, 500 km battery range inside this kind of daily runabouts. So I get this, and it makes sense to me. And then I read Mazda's release when they launched the MX-30. They say by putting a smaller battery pack into the car weighs lesser, and it serves the purpose as well. And like the Mazda has a 200 km, 190 km range battery pack. You know, the weight of that car is 400 kilo lighter than the BYD Atto. It's 400 km lighter than the what C40. Yeah, so it's significant there. All right. So then I realized that, let's say your wife or your daughter tells you, oh, I want a small car just to drive around college, just to go here and there, you know. I want a mini, let's say a mini one, right? Last time a Mini Cooper one cost about 170, 180,000, right? For a base spec Mini Cooper. 2-door, you know, useless rear seats, small boot. But for the same price, you can buy a Kia Carnival. Would you buy a Kia Carnival for your daughter? You won't, right? And can the Mini do a 4-person 1-week road trip to Penang? The Mini cannot. It just doesn't have that kind of boot space, you know. So that's why there are certain cars for shorter usage. There are certain cars for longer usage. So I understand that, and now I'm beginning to open my mind with. And Con, remember Vladimir from Switzerland?
Yes,
he told us he has a Kia Soul EV in Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
And the range is 160 km.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's enough for me, you know. So yeah. So I think that's my answer for this question. All right. Sorry. For you, Thomas.
The key should be.
Sorry, a comment.
Yeah,
well, I would say the key should be, right, if it's a short range battery, right, then as long as the recharge time can be kept as short as possible, then it is a 150, 200 km range is perfectly viable for day-to-day use.
Yeah, but for how I look at it, right, you have another car for your long distance needs.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Right, yeah.
This question, yeah, go ahead and buy it. I mean, as long as it's around 280 below, I think the price is pretty solid for such a performance car. I mean, so much performance in the M2, man. Go ahead.
What is the current price gap between an N55 M2 versus the M2 competition?
100K plus or 100K lah. Yeah. Yep.
100K difference.
Yeah, I think the M2 is in the price. By the way, guys, everyone who's watching this video is looking for performance cars. I think the M2 second-hand price is in actually a pretty good price to buy a performance car. Yeah, and you can have a lot of fun in the car. You can grow in the car. It can be your only car, even if you're, you know, I mean, you have kids, then different story lah. But it's actually pretty spacious. You know, the rear seats are larger than 8 Series. You know, boot is big. You know. So it's actually a very good car to have on its own if that's your only car. Yeah. So guys, if you're looking for performance car, I highly recommend this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's a great price right now. Fantastic price for. I bought my M235 for 300,000, and I still felt it was a bit on the higher side, but I felt that it was worth all the money. And now we got an M2 in that kind of price range. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just do a pre-purchase inspection to make sure that the car is well taken care of. I think check out Evo approved workshops for those. All right. So
we have an extended warranty thing. Just search Evo Club extended warranty. So if your car is not more than 8 years old, you can actually send your car to one of our 50 over inspection centers across the country and get it inspected. If it passed the inspection, you can then purchase Evo Club extended warranty, and we have the full list of covered items there. Then you are covered. And after you buy the extended warranty, you just need to service your car at one of our 82 service centers across the nation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good point, Bob. Because 2016, you're out of warranty BMW Malaysia. So you want to get a warranty. Like my M2 Com, I own it for a few months, and then my ECU said bye bye. You know, yeah.
How much does it cost to replace that ECU?
You want to buy a new ECU. If you buy with some, that means you bring in, pay duties, everything. I think it's close to 9 to 10K. If you go for the route, Yeah. So it's worth my warranty already lah. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. So that's it, John. Let's move on. Singapore car can buy or not? No, only
I don't
Malaysian
think
car.
so,
No.
right? Maybe. No.
Because the partner we use, right, that we partner with is the only truly legal partner in the country, because they are backed by insurance company. So every policy they issue to you, they buy an insurance to insure against it.
Yeah.
So that's the correct way. Instead of having two pockets, take your money, put in the pocket. When your car spoil, I am the one who decide whether I want to pay you or not.
Yeah.
The way they do is different. You pay the money, they buy a policy to cover your car. So when it spoils, the insurance company pays for it. They won't be the one that say, oh, don't feel like taking out the money. None of that issue. Okay.
The claims are super fast, really super fast. Yeah.
Mm.
No.
No,
No.
hybrids are the hybrid battery components are excluded.
Yeah. So if your car is a plug-in hybrid or whatnot, anything regarding the hybrid battery or the power units are not included. The good thing is this: everything is transparent on the website. If it is listed there, it's covered. No questions asked. All right. If it is not listed there, no questions asked. It won't be covered. Right.
Ask also no use.
Yeah.
Okay, I got some questions here. I think it's worth highlighting. Check this out. This dude had a C43 and looking to replace it. Budget is 400K. Considering a Porsche, but you don't have 4 doors around my budget. What options do I have? Is the RS5 worth to look at?
Yes. But if you're saying 400K RS5, that means it's a recon, right? Or a used car, right? I believe I have found a Panamera that is about 400,000.
Wow.
But RS5 is
But
also,
the Panamera will be running a 3.0 likely on the lower spec.
Yeah, it's a slow car.
Yeah,
the Panamera,
3.0, even the numbers suggest doesn't feel that rapid, doesn't feel that nice to drive that fast.
Actually,
Jiang, try and find. But I think I saw a 2.9 the other day, also about 400 plus.
Yeah, I think you can look for a 2.9, and the market is flooding with Panameras, I believe. So I think you can actually go and say, look, I'll buy it for 450 or something.
Have you sort by price, Jiang? Oh, already. Try car list. I think I saw a Panamera that is 400 plus, 2.9. Panamera 3.0, right? That car is slow, I have to say.
Look, if you're going to be just driving around town and the occasional road trip, and you're not bothered by how fast the car feels or the sporty. Okay, the engine doesn't feel sporty. That's the word for it. It doesn't feel sporty. Right? It's like a passenger car engine. Yeah.
Yeah, you and then you came from a C43, right? You will feel like you will feel like you lost 100 horsepower. Now this one 478,000. So try and nego 450. He might let go lah.
Yeah.
But it's a 2016 car, whereas the RS5 is 2018, and I can guarantee you the RS5 resale value now that it's at 400 plus, it should stay there for a longer time than a Panamera, I believe.
There are more Panameras in the market, and
F90 M5 also at this price already.
Oh shit! F90 M5.
F90 M5.
M5, bro. Can find M5? Jiang? But I know lah, Panamera.
Sure 480. How much? What are the pluses lah?
But he should get a Panamera. He wants to consider a Porsche, and I think it looks special.
Oh yeah,
he got that. I mean, I like the new Panamera more. It looks more beautiful.
But
it's more forgettable. The old one is more ugly, but you cannot forget that car.
Yeah, very true. And if you buy the new Panamera, right? I mean, the current generation Panamera, right? The base Panamera come with that stupid wing. You can actually spend some money and change to the turbo's wing. All right, the turbo's wing look really. Oh, M5, brother.
Yeah,
M5.
But it doesn't look that special, you see. I think he's looking for the Porsche because it looks special,
Yeah, but M5 law.
Yeah.
M5. Right. Okay.
I would lean towards the Panamera. If I were him, I would lean towards the Panamera.
Yeah, because he mentioned Porsche.
3 liter also okay Thomas.
Huh?
The
Okay
3 liter.
lah. Okay lah. It's a damn good engine way. Yeah.
Yeah, like what Bobby
Slow.
said also, from a C43
And
to
it's
that, right?
Porsche.
You've lost some horses.
It's slow. For a Porsche, it's slow.
Okay. Looking for daily driver with 100K budget, something with decent handling, ease of maintenance. Yes, I think the F30 320i LCI is a good choice. I think the handling of the 86 is the best, but then I think you will get bored of it. I don't know lah. Don't know.
Okay lah.
May or may not lah. Yeah, you won't get bored so quickly lah. Yeah.
Okay
I would
lah.
say, bro, stay away from the 120i, 118i, whether especially the Prince engine 4-cylinder, they're not the most reliable, and the sensors always go, and stuff. So I think it's either the 320i LCI or the GD86. I think either way you won't go. You won't miss the mark.
Yeah. I saw this. I want to highlight from
this one from people who've driven the cars locally and overseas. They speak very highly of the GR86, most engaging. Some of them driven the Corolla. They said, okay, nice, but the 86 is really fun. Like, it's something I always ask them, like, could you live with 186? They say absolutely. They can live. These are people who like driving, like me one. They say they can live with 86.
You booked already, right? The GR86.
I'm thinking of canceling it. So
why? Bye, bro. Bye.
Oh no, bro.
Bye, bro.
Congrats, Thomas.
Congrats, Thomas. Congrats.
Where you hear this news? Okay, anyways, to continue.
Well, I heard it here.
No, I see your face. I kind of felt that you dropped a booking for it.
Let's move on.
Okay. Young Greg Dion, bye. And then we will introduce you to one of our close friends in Evo Club. He has a Saab convertible. He will point you towards light, the northern lights of everything Saab related. All right. He will. We see him maintaining the car. The car drives well, everything and all that. He knows how to take care of the car. So you buy, we will introduce him to you. And I love Saabs. I mean, one of my thing in me is that I haven't get to own a Saab. I want to get a Saab. I've been wanting to see if there is any Singapore 10-year-old COE expired Saabs. The last 95, I love that car, man. The last 95, I wish I can get my hands on one. Even if I can't register in Malaysia, I'll just keep it. I don't know. I wanted the final 95, the Saab 95. Yes, second row, the first row, third or fourth picture. Yes, that's the final 95. Oh, I would love to get one, man. Waiting for them to be 10-year-old COE expire in Singapore, and then they let go, then should be about time already. Yeah, there are a few units in Singapore. Yeah.
I love their seats, though. The seats are so comfortable. Yeah.
I just love their design, their crookiness and all that.
Yeah.
One thing you have to say about Saab is that they build cars with heart.
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh.
Hey,
cantiknya. Look at that.
Sorry to cut the party. There's a lot of questions there. Do you mind?
Sorry.
I just want a few questions because I know some of them are waiting for the questions to be answered. Yeah.
Interior looks like first generation Volvo S60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they share it. Anyways, 350K. We're gonna just knock off a few questions so we can move on. What kind of sedan car? Nice engine, daily drive, enjoy weekend under 350. Sedan car. You can get a sedan car, bro. You can get a M340i. There's one in the market, 2020. You can get it for 329 or there you go, 300. Yeah, so go for that. It's extremely high value for the price. Okay, so it's very, very, very. I think you guys will agree, for the price you pay, you get so much for this car. Yeah. Right.
Guys, I need to excuse myself for a while.
Go ahead.
Okay, quick one over here. Bobby, Passat R line or F30 3GOI?
3GOI. Even though Passat is more comfortable, Passat is larger, Passat is, yeah, I will go for 330i. All right.
So fun, right? Okay, this one asking many questions. I know it's asking a lot about Mr. Bean car, Mr. Bean car, Mr. Bean car. So I think it's referring to a mini classic. He's asking, is it difficult to find one? Here's the tip, Haruan Hunter, don't go on Muda to find these cars because sometimes the condition is very questionable. Go and join Mini Malaysia close Facebook group, and then from there seek a Mini Cooper that's been taken care by somebody. The worst thing you can do is buy a car that hasn't been taken care and is not in a great condition, right? So Mini Classics, they are called Austins, they are called Minis. It's a whole world of jargons. I'm not going to go there, but yes, Rovers even, right?
Yeah. Mini used to be a model name.
Yes.
Austin was the brand.
Austin was the brand. Then John Cooper was the guy who took the car racing, right?
Yeah.
So so Mini Cooper is like, wow, it's like there's so many intricacies about it. But yes, you can find it in Malaysia. Go and check out the Mini Malaysia group. All right, that's the best place to find a classic Mini.
All right, quick one. Okay, this one. I haven't tested the S Class yet. Because I'm not one of the favorite medias. Anyway, my friend actually bought an S580e, and he keeps experiencing a lot of trouble with that car, a lot of problems with that car. So he traded that car in. You know the thing with plug-in hybrids, so far all plug-in hybrids have problems, and the ones with the least problems are Volvos so far. So he traded the S580e in and got himself an EQS. A pure electric car would have less issues compared with a plug-in hybrid. All right. So I haven't driven it.
Okay, look at the question over here. Evening, guys. I want to ask recommendation for a fast free hot hatch used new car below 100k backup car. Go for the Suzuki Swift Sport. They are roughly around 90 to 110k or 120k. Autos are cheaper. So if you want an auto car, I think it's also great. The auto tuning is great actually. Yeah, it would be reliable as a backup car. It will be fun on the weekends, and you can run errands too. And it's subtle. It gets around town.
Yeah.
Bro, run. You can get this car too. But if you ask me, now I think about it, I would pick the Swift above the QRS if the price is so close. Yeah.
I think the Swift Sport handles better.
You cannot beat your torsion beam has its disadvantage lah. There's limitations.
Yeah.
I think the Swift Sport is more fun to drive. It's also torsion beam lah. It's also running torsion beam behind also. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, you're right. It's easier to drive fast on the Swift. Yeah.
So this answer that Thomas gave is also in line with a few that asked me, oh, my budget about 100k. I'm a new, I just started working. It fits into that category as well. So just get a Swift Sport, a used Swift Sport. These are reliable cars. Don't worry. It's a fantastic car.
If I'm going to buy a Honda City, right, and I'm a car guy, right, I would take the money and buy this.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. If I'm just starting, right, I would aim for this as my first car, right?
And it qualifies for Evo Enduro.
Yeah, you can do, and then you have fun going to weekend drives, and you can still pack your family in a car, albeit a bit tight, and go for makan, Yeah, it will last you throughout your young adult age, no problem. You can even take this car as a second car, when you have a family and stuff. Yeah, it handles. I mean, from people who drive this car, a lot of them spoke so highly of this car. It's just such a pleasant to drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, another question for you, Thomas.
Why for me?
Yeah, because it's a
My
Porsche
guy.
987.
It's a well kept. Okay, I don't do Porsche. Hi guys, it's a well kept 2008 Porsche 987 2.7. Goodbye. It's okay. Having around 100K is the maintenance for Porsche a lot higher than a Mustang or Mercedes. Oh, I suck at that. Anyways, 987. You would expect to pay the same around what you would pay for a W204 kind of like maintenance stuff. Uh, there are a lot of, I think prices depend on two things. If you want it fast, sometimes the local supplier gives, they do a markup. If you're patient, you can always import the parts in, right? Or source.
Huge difference in prices.
Yes. So if it's your first car and only car, your maintenance cost might be a bit higher. If it's a two cars, you can say, well, leave the car in the garage, wait until the parts come and then fix it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I would say, bro, it's a good buy because it's a car that's nice to drive for its price. 100K for a sports car. I mean, come on. And it's like
No, no,
DN.
no. Mileage 100K.
Oh, mileage 100K.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually okay. I mean, all of it depends on how the last person took care of the car. If
yeah,
100K and then hardly driven, and it's funny, Bobby, these Porsches are when you don't drive them, they give you a problem, or
yeah,
yeah. But when you drive it often, even Ferraris, right? There's
yeah.
I was told by Adi, there were people who do dailies their 488 and no problem. No problem. Yeah. Zen now races his 488. In 2 years, all wear and tear parts. The engine didn't break, the gearbox didn't break, the sensor didn't break. He drives it a lot, right? But if you
Nice.
park aside, don't do anything, then you start driving, then a lot of things will come up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends on the last owner lah. Don't look at the mileage, triple A, triple eight. Look at the last owner's maintenance, right?
Mm. Okay. This one I would highly recommend just go for the C class if you want long distance driving. It's a more comfortable car. The A35 is the ride. It's like a cheap car. All right. It rides like a cheap car. I know it's performance oriented, but there are so many other things apart from just a hard suspension that makes it feel like a cheap car. Say, for example, if your suspension is hard, you normally go up and down, right? But if the car has a lot of left and right shakes, weird left and right shakes, it's just annoying sometimes, especially for mostly long distance driving. All right, so go for the C
Mm.
class. All right. Um,
Congrats, Marcus Choi, for getting a Mazda 6
yeah.
2.5 sedan. All right, guys, if you enjoy this show and you felt like it gave you more clarity on what you want to buy, more confidence to
Mm.
go and buy, or if you just enjoy hanging out, please give us some likes, some comments. Let us know, man. Let us know that you guys are enjoying it, right? And help share when we do it, when we do our live, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, what else, Bobby? Do you see?
One guy wanted to get a car for his daughter. Okay, you go with this first.
Yeah, bro, this one I want to ask you actually.
Oh, a good
Okay,
news for
this guy is
students.
saying it's a F10 5 Series good for students because the price is same around my V.
Mm.
I think it's going to the 523i, the F10, the early gen ones.
Okay, don't get the 523i. At least get the 520i or the 528i. All right. The early batch 523i, 528i, NA versions that are locally assembled here are not as robust as the later turbocharged models.
Yeah.
Right. So you go for the turbocharged models, be it 520i or 528i. They're good. They're reliable cars. Easy to maintain. Everybody knows how to fix them. Yeah, yeah. Parts are everywhere. Parts are cheap. So yeah, I
But
mean,
I
it
gotta
won't be
say,
as
man,
cheap as a MyV. It will not be as cheap as a MyV,
Yeah.
right? It will use more fuel than a MyV, but for what you are getting, for what you are sitting in, is
worlds
worth
apart.
the price. Yeah, yeah.
But the N20 engines are relatively quite frugal for the performance they offer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Mr. Shafi, I tell you, man, if you're a student rocking up in a 5 Series, not bad way. But the
Yeah,
only thing
man.
I'll throw another spanner in this. Okay, people below 30 years old or 25 years old, they drive 5 Series. People will say, hey, your father's car.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That is something you gotta watch out for.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're
yeah.
okay with it, people might link you to that. I mean, it's unfortunately how people they relate to cars.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
Okay.
there's nothing a set of rims can't fix by showing people whether the car is your father's or yours. Set
Mm.
of wheels can solve that problem, lah, huh?
Oh, Mr. Shafi is gonna be very famous in his college.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
much better if you can get the 52OD. Yeah,
Yeah.
would be the best choice in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're using for this daily and stuff. Yeah. Okay. What else? Bobby, you pick a question right just now. You say you want to pick a question.
Oh, there's one asking 2017 Myvi or a Axia. Between these two, of course, it's a Myvi for me.
Yeah.
But for close to 40,000, what else can we get him or her for 40,000?
40,000. What's the question?
Yeah, 2017. I press it and then it asks me to show. Okay, there you go. What else would be a good choice for 40,000? Hyundai something?
What's how you call that again? Kia Picanto.
I don't know, man.
Kia Picanto. Kia Picanto.
Picanto is not bad.
It feels more robust than the Myvi. The body feels more solid.
More rigid, it's more refined.
Swift.
Mm.
Can get a Swift.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Swift.
Yeah. Look, Kevin, let's be honest. Okay. And if your daughter started driving, she's gonna bang the car. Okay, she's gonna scratch it, she's gonna dent it. A Volvo V40.
Wow.
48K.
48,000. It's safe. It is a safe car.
I mean, for youngsters, I would recommend safety. And these cars are reliable. They are way costlier to run than a Myvi. But generally they are reliable and they're very good looking. I mean, for highway driving, I mean your daughter might not just be driving around the college yard and all that, right? She might be driving long distances, and she's new to driving, and for me, safety is paramount, lah. For youngsters, there's a huge difference. I just watched a China car review channel where they bought a brand new X3 and they bought a brand new XC60 and they crashed it to the undercarriage of a container, lorry container. And you can see the X3's A pillar just collapse, whereas the XC60's A pillar are intact. The front door still can open. You know what they do? The container, right? They remove the protective bar below. The bar was supposed to take your bumper first, right? They remove that, so it's 100% just A pillar hit the A pillar. And my God, I mean, Volvos being Volvos, huh? So for me, it's safety. Just spend a little bit of money, do it up. These cars are reliable. They are more okay. The V40. Yeah, the V60, but the V60 looks like the mom's car. That's the thing with, your daughter want a hatchback to go college and all that. She wants it to look like her car. So she might not like V60
I think
wagon.
go for the V60 because number one, the V60 or V40, because the V60 will have a smaller resale market. The V40, on the other hand, I think like easier to sell than the V60. All right.
True.
And the good news about the price, Kevin, is that you won't lose much. I mean, how much more you'll depreciate? Another 10,000 after 2 years, right? So you have to look at the running cost. Maybe you drop down to 25,000, I guess, or 30.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you probably have to sell it yourself versus go through a dealer.
You know, but a young girl, she's like, no, I don't want this, daddy. This is like an old man car. Volvo already old, and then wagon some more.
Oh, jialat way.
Yeah, look like mother's car.
Yeah.
But you get the V40 white color, it looks damn good way.
Yep. And then you know what? You go out to the dealer, you go and call these few dealers. You say, hi, 40,000 cannot buy. Hi, 40,000 cannot buy. Hi, 40. Okay, then no problem, right? You never know. Someone's going to say yes to your 40,000 offer.
You just walk up to a V40, you open and close the door. You will know what I'm saying already. This car is built with like super high strength steel way.
I take all my recommendations back. All the steel, Swift, all this and that. Yeah.
Huge difference.
But don't buy a new car because your daughter is going to scratch the car, dent the car, reverse into something. It's bound to happen. So Kevin, if you've been a kid or I'm sure you've been a teenager, you know what you did to your cars, right? You know, so right, okay. my okay, I just say my sister like destroyed my dad's Santa Fe, you know, like boom, 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 hit everywhere, like a pinball like that. She got in the accident where a car hit her on the front right and hit her on the front left, and the same car hit her like that. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question.
Hey, I thought just now you highlighted. Oh, Wilson Chong, congrats.
Hey man, congrats, man.
Congrats.
You know, it's always a relief.
People who buy Volvos will never come out, and they're always very satisfied with their car. To the point where you hear people repeat buy the same model Volvo one. They'll buy XC90, buy XC90 again. Yeah.
You know, I'm so relieved. You know, the thing is this: Volvos make great cars. I've had my own XC90 T8, and I'm lucky to be one of the one where my car doesn't develop any issues at all. But the thing is this: these are plug-in hybrids, and it's good for you, Wilson Chong. You know, 6 months the car is perfect, but do know this. I just want to put this in your mind here. These are plug-in hybrids. Plug-in hybrids are extremely complicated, more complicated than EVs, more complicated than a V12. You know, and it's common, very common for plug-in hybrids to develop some software. Something needs a reset and all that. You know, it's like it's like your smartphone, right? Suddenly, you know, the button is there, but you press, it just didn't respond, and then you restart your phone, and then it does again, you know, because there's a lot of thinking going on inside there, you know. So yeah, I'm happy for you, but don't worry when you see a tortoise pop up in your dashboard and small things like that, because trust me, amongst Volvo, BMW, Mercedes-Benz with plug-in hybrids, right, or Porsche for that matter, Volvo has the least problems, but all of them are considered plug-in hybrids, and plug-in hybrids are damn troublesome in the long run. All right. Yeah.
Good question over here. What are the car have seen during dynamics of M2?
Another M2.
Yeah.
I don't know how to answer this.
No, there's no other car out there that drives like an M2. Seriously, it's something I've been discussing with a good friend of mine who used to own an M2. Now he drives a Ferrari. We agree that M cars, or especially like he had the M2, right? The character is so full of character lah. You can't really replace it lah. Yeah. So yeah, M2. Okay. What's next?
Oh, my friend just sent me a photo. He just collected his car.
What's that?
Kia EV6.
Oh.
Hey, look at this photo he took at the car wash. Walao
Hey, I see the reflections more than.
Yeah. I do this.
Wait, what's that?
No, he took the photo at the car wash. I think he made the white balance like super dark.
Oh.
Very nice.
Ayo, Minyu Chua. Aiming 340i. XC40 recharge launch seems very attractive. Bro, there are two different things, man. You gotta decide what you want,
340i, because that's what you have been aiming for a long time. XC40.
Scratch that itch.
Yeah.
If you aim for it, go for it. Okay.
And if you don't like it, you can sell it. Yeah.
mm,
Sorry.
and an EV is not a replacement for a standard ICE daily car like a 340i. It should be a two-car thing. Then only you have an EV. EV cannot replace your. It cannot be your only car. Put it this way, right? It just can't. It just can't yet to be your only car. It has to
I
be your
think
second car.
some people are like, ooh, 340i got 380 horsepower. If I buy Volvo XC40, I got more horsepower than the M340i.
Yeah, but if you suddenly urgently need to go JB, no. You already planned your trip. You already planned your trip to JB. You plan to arrive there, check in hotel, and sleep. But when you arrive JB, you get an emergency phone call from home. You need to rush back KL. Bye. Not bye lah. You need to go to a DC charger and then plug it in, wait for 30 minutes, and then you blast your way to Tangkak, and then you charge again, and then you blast back. The thing with EVs, right? Even though the range is the range, when you drive on highway, Malaysian highway speeds are 140, 150, everybody illegal. Okay. Okay. You know, our highway should do what? We should do a palang, right? A gantry on the highway, detect speed, detect the plate number, and then straight away issue summon, right? Auto issue one. Oh, like money printer, I tell you. Wait,
they just charge 10 ringgit also can already. Wait.
Yeah. It's a money printer, wait. Anyway, if you need to do that, right, then yeah, I mean, you understand what I mean. It can only be your second car. It cannot replace you as your one and only car for now. Okay.
What's next? This one, he asking whether the V40 gearbox is it DCT? No, it's not, if I'm not mistaken.
Depends on the version, the year, I think. But if it's a DCT, it's the same one that Ford uses.
Okay, then avoid the DCT. Okay.
Yeah. Quick answer to this one. Like I mentioned just now, go for it. They are the most reliable amongst plug-in hybrids. Right? Even though plug-in hybrids in general would have a lot of niggling electronic small issues here and there. You need to go back and reset them, go back to the dealer and do this, do that. But so far, from 2014 until now, there has been no T8 powertrain, the twin charge powertrain, engine failure and all that. The gearbox is super reliable. The engine is super reliable. The whole thing is generally reliable, but there are people who experience electronic niggling stuffs.
Yeah.
That's why Volvo plug-in hybrid resale value is the highest amongst all plug-in hybrids. Okay. What's next? The Cayenne 3.6, you're paying a lot of road tax for not a lot of power, and 3.6 is a lot more reliable. It's a very old VW engine, and I think it's port injection some more.
Yeah.
It's port injection engine. It's a very reliable.
I don't think it's even. Does it even have 300 horsepower?
It has 270 or 280 horsepower. Yeah. The later version, there is a one that managed to squeeze near 300. Yeah, I don't remember wrongly. So get the diesel, and but 3.6 definitely the maintenance will be lower. All right, both are considered reliable.
Okay, Crystal, you're asking. Let's help Crystal choose between CX5 2.2D or current gen Subaru Forester Eyesight.
CX5 for me. Yeah. CX5 for me. The engine is superb. The transmission is superb. Interior build is superb. Handling actually handles better than the Forester. Forester, not a bad car. Not a bad car at all, but just doesn't look as stylish as the CX5. And of course, there's the Santa Fe. All right. And that answers everything. You know?
I didn't say Van Damme, okay?
Chiang, save your trouble. All right. Yeah.
Con, you agree with CX-5 too?
Yes. The Subaru, the Forester is a good solid car. I mean, I would recommend the Forester if you are, if it's for hardier use, I would recommend the Forester. But the Forester's interior is 10 years old.
It
The
feels
Forester
cheap
interior
inside,
still
bro.
lasts.
It feels
Yeah,
cheap.
it's 10 years old.
Yeah. The Forester interior just scratchy plastics everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, this one. From this question, I can tell it will be your one and only car. Okay.
Harrier.
So, Harrier. Okay.
Yeah.
What question is this? If you spend the money to do it up, it will be reliable. If you don't spend the money, do it up, it will break down after you leave the car dealer lot.
Okay, I mean, okay.
W124.
To be fair, W124 among all the classic cars in the era, actually they are quite robust. They're actually very robust. It's probably the more robust choice. Okay, but they are an older car, right?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of bangers out there. A lot of crap bangers out there.
The thing about classic cars, as I went through my E30 and I realized it's like this one. The first gen people who buy the car, they are wealthy, right? They buy the W124, blah, blah, blah. Then they sell the second hand, third hand. Then it comes a point, right? It's like so dirt cheap, or like 30,000, 20,000. Some guy will like, yeah, I just buy this car lah. Don't buy this cooler than the Myvi. But they have no budget to maintain the car. They can buy 30,000 to buy this cheap car, but they don't have the budget to maintain the car because those parts are not cheap. So they start doing a lot of funny things with the car. You know, Mickey Mouse. You know, like my E30, I took out. I saw my suspension got Honda suspension, whatever suspension. All these little things inside there. Bushing, 2 different bushing, or you know. Then even the gas struts also like don't know what the hell is this gas strut. You know, like. Yes, you will face a lot of that. Then it will come a point where a classic lover will take care of the car. They will give the car a lot of love, like Thomas, putting 50K on his stupid E30. He's still waiting for a buyer. Okay, all right. So I think if you really want one, either you have to budget additional 50K, strip the car down, don't make a mistake. Don't fix one by one. Fix everything in one go. Then your car is reliable. But then it becomes to 80K or 70K. Why don't you just get something else?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, as once a car ages, you don't really want to subject to the stresses of daily drive regularly, but you don't want them to be your workhorse anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when the car goes, the parts are not easy to find, bro. It's not easy to find the parts. So the main issue is not so whether it's reliable or not, Danish, but when the car has an issue, you have to search for parts. And I presume you're a working man. You have no time to go eBay, talk to someone in Turkey to ship something to you, or talk to someone.
No joke.
Yeah. Don't.
They still rust.
I mean, there are a lot of parts in Malaysia still, yes, but it will become a point where the parts cannot be found. Yeah.
Cars of that era, only Audis don't rust.
Because you can have the money to maintain these cars, but the time that you would spend to bengkel life, to call the mechanics and all that, I'm not saying it cannot be done. It can be done, but you have to be ready to spend that time.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
I saw. Do you think the new Supra is worth buying? GR Supra buy
600K.
Oh, I want to answer this one. Please buy. Please buy. Please buy. This is last of its kind. Please buy. Please.
It drives quite well one. This car handles well one.
Yes. Yes, I think it handles better than the standard normal F10.
Mm.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
There's also another.
Bobby,
There's one
see this
question.
one, right? I throw a
I got
question. I
it.
throw
Let's
this
see,
in
right?
for both of you. All right. New Toyota GR Supra 600K
Mm-hmm.
or a used GT4.
Oh, Porsche GT4.
Ah,
Used one. Still 600K.
I mean, around that range lah. 981 Cayman GT4 or a Toyota Supra. I tell you for sure though, the Supra will go faster than the GT4 on Ducati.
That's the thing, I love BMW handling. But the Supra, I don't know about the GR lah, but the Supra rides like crap compared to Cayman. But is Cayman comfortable? GT4, I can't recall.
Bearable.
Bearable.
Okay, the secret is this. If you're driving around 20, 30, right, the car not so comfortable. When you see a bump, right, you go faster. You go,
600K,
but
right?
even at low speed, it's not uncomfortable. You just feel more things.
Sorry, Thomas, 600K used car, I'll go for 911.
911.
A standard base
But
Carrera S.
apple to apple,
Okay.
no. Manual sports car, well, GT4 got racing chassis, Supra is only.
I don't know, if I really want a hardcore 910s driver car, I'll go Lotus.
Lotus, why not GT4? Why not the Porsche? Why don't you love Porsche?
佛不知道啊，佛不知道。
我真不知道。
600K can get a used GT3 or not?
Would you get this? A Carrera T?
Oh yeah, I would.
Huh?
Over a Cayman GT4. Yeah. I don't want to look like every time I want to race like that.
Yeah, the problem with GT4 is
That's
the
the
stupid wing. It feels like okay. I like the GT3. I love it. Just that every time the car is parked on the side, right? It looks like just escaped the racetrack and just like a cow left the farm and then came out.
And you drive a Supra, people will want you to, oi, go faster, oi, you're Supra, oi. But I buy a 911 like that, I'll remove the stupid sticker, I'll remove all the stripe and all that shit, and then keep it clean, I can go slow and, just roll by like that, lor.
Yeah, and then can do your enduro in comfort, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, that's what you like, Thomas must have a car that can.
Yeah, I know. You're a 910 driver. You and Brendan.
No
you
lah,
guys
bro.
are
I'm not
910 drivers,
bro.
so it's different.
Anyway.
Yes, you are. No, you and Brendan should join the Dr. Philip gang already. All the Gila Barbies, you go drive yourself.
Bro, my car is a convertible. The torsional rigidity is not there. And
no, you
can't
enter
go
the
that
Gila
fast.
Barbie group already. You should just go and join.
Go that fast. You can't go that fast. Okay,
You join the Gila Barbies. You're hardcore already.
But I think the Porsche Carrera T is a very nice sweet spot because you got that. It's comfortable enough. For people who like to get engaged with the drive, but they don't want the, they can still get engaged with the manual box, but comfortable. Yeah.
And you know what? You drive a Carrera T, right? You can roll up to a 911R, and then it's like, bro, you pay so much for the manual gearbox. Totally got duped by Porsche. Okay, X540E. I think XC90 is a better choice. That's why XC90 resale value is higher than the X540E. It's more comfortable, more space, better built inside, and more reliable. Yeah. Anything need to be aware of?
Six-cylinder.
It's known as one of the not so reliable BMWs because it's a plug-in hybrid, and then amongst plug-in hybrids, its record is not as clean as the XC90 T8 . put it that way. Yeah.
Oh, it's a four-cylinder. Yeah, four-cylinder.
Yeah, it's a four-cylinder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Tana not feeling well today. His throat. You see, when we do this, right, we can have our eyes blind. We still can talk, But when the throat koya, then
Gone.
cannot do anything.
Hi guys, I can't decide either on the new CX-8 or CX-9. What's so special with the CX-9 while costing so much more than the CX-8, even though engine and size same?
Yeah, CX-8 is a lengthened CX-5. CX-9's whole body is a whole new platform. It's a totally different platform, and it's engineered to the likes of X5, Touareg, Cayenne, that type of category of, you can feel the heft of the car.
Yes.
When you drive the CX-9, right, you open the doors, you close the door, you sit inside, you go around a corner, you go through bumpy roads, right? You can totally feel the whole car having that kind of premium car, German car kind of heft. And on long distance driving, or you will feel that the car is more comfortable, more solid, more stable. It feels like that, which is something that you can't achieve with CX-5 platform, CX-8. Even though the third row of the CX-8 is actually more spacious than the third row of the CX-9. All right. To feel this type of difference, right? You sit in. Let's put it this way: one car is like a long wheelbase C class. Another is like a E class. They're totally different. The way they ride is totally different. Yeah, that's why it costs so much more. And of course, there's a positioning thing also, lah. All right.
And boy, I got a question to follow up with this. Hello guys, need suggesting a new SUV car, budget under 670K, new use. They booked the X5 but regret already. So what would you suggest? Why you all laugh?
Why?
Yeah, you have this on standby, is it,
You
Chiang?
could recommend the CX-9, right?
But
you can also go for a very good Korean car called the Hyundai Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Okay, can you answer us why you regret, first of all? Right? Why did you regret it? Yeah.
You book only ma, right?
Yeah, lor. Why regret?
Okay. GT86 or Golf GTI, he asked twice already, Howard. Mark 7 or new Mazda 3 2.0 liftback for daily and weekend drive.
MK7 GTI lah.
GTI lor.
The best balance is MK7 GTI lah. Even though I personally love the Mazda 3. Yeah.
If it's your only car, your GTI will be the best bet. Mazda, you can still do it. Yeah. Yeah.
But best of all worlds is the GTI lah.
Yes. I think GTI is safe lah, bro. Yeah, go for GTI if you're gonna daily drive it. I think Mazda 3 can daily drive and then weekend. No lah. Both also good choice lah.
The Mazda 3 won't be as comfortable or as spacious as the GTI lah.
I think the best car here is the GTI because it has the best compromise, right? It will not have that crazy engagement like 86
or the Mazda 3.
Yeah, or the Mazda 3, but it's actually really competent. It does everything so well, and it can be fun to drive, and you can really learn how to drive in that car too. Yeah, so if it's the only car, I'll go for the GTI lor. But somehow a part of me really like the Mazda 3 liftback lah.
Oh. Okay, I wanna add on to Wan Shafiq. The reason he regretted. Okay, the thing is this: there are also X5 40E owners who don't encounter problems. There are people who encounter problems with 330E. There are people who have driven 330E with 200 km. So I just want you to manage your expectations. All right, you might be lucky in getting one that doesn't develop problems, and you are happy. You'll be happy. So, yeah, don't worry until like your
Yeah.
it has ended lah. Huh? It's not.
But you know,
So
sometimes it's funny the way the world works, right? Is that if you go into the purchase and you keep thinking of the problems will find its way to you.
oh, philosophical man.
Wow.
It's not the
Yeah.
end of the world, lah, Shafiq. All right,
Yeah,
put it that way.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the end of the world, lah.
Because
So,
you will not be the only X540E owner out there. So
yeah,
if you
yeah.
if you make the decision to buy one of these, first thing you do, go and join all the X540E Facebook groups, and whatever problem you will encounter, right, somebody else in there has encountered it already, one, because this car is what, 6 years old, 7 years old.
All right.
But yeah, take note of PHEVs, like it is complicated, right?
Yes.
It is complicated. So expect. I mean, like we're not trying to discourage you from not going to not discourage you to go and get EV. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to give you, you know, what to be prepared
Expect.
for.
Correct.
Yeah. We don't want like we want to be those media like, oh, car good, right? No lah. We want to be frank with you guys lah, what to look out for lah. Yeah.
All right.
Expectations, right? Yeah.
Second car for family use, going to firstborn in August. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Looking for SUV, budget around 150K, CX5 or BYD Ado, second car. Hey, if it is a second car, then the BYD is perfect. It's okay. But of course, the CX5 is also very okay. Planning to get around Q4. I mean, if it is second car, hey, the Atto is comfortable. It is one of the most comfortable one. All right.
All right. So I think the time is really 1:52, so almost 2 hours. Shall we go and the questions are slowing down?
Dude, where's my car?
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
Yeah,
okay, go. Your daughter is crying. Where's your wife?
We are building up a Santa Fe fan gang here, man.
You organize a Santa Fe drive.
Huh?
You organize a Santa Fe drive.
Santa Fe gathering.
Yeah. And then you all go to your hometown, Sagamat, go pluck durian at your farm, your durian farm.
No, go pluck dragon fruit.
Oh, dragon fruit. Sorry. You have a dragon fruit farm, right? Your family?
Nearby out. My dad's one.
Okay.
And then do mini off-roading a bit, go see farm, see fish farm, see coconut farm. Okay. Right.
Okay, let's go, dude. Where's my car?
All right.
You guys don't have any further problems. Any
last
questions?
question? Mark 8 Golf GTI.
Mark 8 Golf GTI, please. Huge difference in two cars. Huge difference.
It feels more well put together than the A200.
Yeah, way better. All right. Thoughts on G63? Wow, salute. Bye. Salute.
G63 is like a Gucci bag.
Gucci bag.
You don't buy the car for utility. It's a statement, and it's uncomfortable. But you look so freaking cool in the car. You will bear with the discomfort, right? That's it, right? Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's scan the QR code and join Dude Where's My Car. Let's scan the QR code. We'll need you guys to vote for the cars.
Santa Fe Farm Edition Evo Enduro.
All right, for those who are using their phones to watch, you can click the link here. Click this link. All right, or copy or just type it's so short, right? All right, come and join our poll. How many has joined, Chiang? How many has scanned the codes? Please scan the code and join us on Dude, Where's My Car? Hey, 4 rounds only, Chiang.
4 rounds.
I thought 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Got 5 rounds.
Okay.
All right. How many is in? Chiang. Berapa orang sudah masuk, Chiang? How many?
Bro,
What
why
are
you
you
show
saying
the
there?
answers already, bro?
Stupid way, you
Yo,
Jiang, what are you doing?
faster close, faster
No.
close.
Barbie,
Sorry.
You spoil the fun.
apa
I
ni?
didn't see. I
Okay.
forced myself not to see.
Yeah. Okay. How many in? Wait. Simple answer. Wait.
I don't know. I can't see.
Huh? I thought
can't
can
see
see one.
Cannot see. How?
Oh, okay lah.
Let's
We can
start.
Let's start.
The link is there, so you can go and click the link if you want to find
Scan,
out.
guys. Scan.
let's play.
Come. Let's play. Dude, where's my car?
将来 I click. Okay.
Jiang, why you hide yourself?
Ayo.
Round one.
It's GR86. Ayo.
Ooh. Hey, what did they change in the GR86 over the standard 86?
No, it's a new model altogether. There's no standard 86. There's just,
Oh, BRZ
BRZ is Subaru side lah. Yeah.
and Toyota is only GR.
GR86 and Subaru BRZ lor.
Ooh.
It's a Cayman. It's a Porsche.
Oh, GR86 or a Cayman.
What kind of Cayman, bro? 2.7.
What kind of Cayman?
This
It's
is
a
the
manual.
old one. The old one. You see the squarish steering.
Manual.
2.7 manual.
Cayman manual or GR86 manual. Hey, why the poll doesn't allow me to click vote one?
Not yet. Haven't
Oh,
started.
not yet. Oh, 2.7 manual Cayman or a 2.4 GR86. What kind of horsepower are we talking about?
2.7 Cayman is 260 horsepower or something. And
What
then,
round two?
and then the BRZ is 228 or something like that.
Let's vote.
Boxer 4 versus
Boxer 4.
Boxer 6.
A Boxer 6.
Yep.
Wow.
Mid-engine sports car. The other one is front engine rear wheel drive sports car. What else is it to talk about? They're
Which
10
one
years
would you
apart.
pick, Thomas? Which
They're
one?
10 years apart. The 2018, 2012 is when they launched the Cayman.
Wow, the votes are in. Hey, only 43 participants. There are 200 people here watching. Wait.
Hello. Why
Apa
you guys
ni?
want to play,
Come
bro?
lah, scan lah, come in and join, guys. Thomas, which one would you pick?
I really like how the Porsche's mid-engine drives. I really love it. I drove, I was like thinking so much about every time I this Saturday I drove my Porsche up, right? And then halfway through, I just really started to gun it, right? And I was like, shit, man. I really like the mid-engine Porsches. I really like it. It's the kind of car you can really just push,
But if you pick the GR86, right, you are almost at the top of Toyota hierarchy in terms of. But you buy the Cayman 2.7, you are at the
top, bro. The Supra, got Corolla, right?
But 86 is pure driver's car, so pure, so pure, so pure, right? Gazoo racing.
What would you pick, bro? I think you pick the Cayman because you don't want to look like some lala zai, in the GI. You see, Bobby, you driving Thomas' car, is it? Okay, in all respects, a lot of people praise the 86 extremely highly. They say it's a very engaging car to drive.
Yeah.
And it's something people say, I don't mind having this as my only car in the garage. And these are people who drive E92 M3s, they drive M2s, and stuff like that. They say they don't mind having GR86 as their only car in the garage. It's very dynamic.
I mean, given that these two are both form factors that I don't like, that I won't personally want, then amongst the two, I will go for Toyota GR86.
Nani?
Because since these are the type of cars that I wouldn't like, right? I would buy the 86 and then go and join Ivan Kong drift class and just abuse the car. I think if I abuse a Porsche, it will return the favor on my wallet. But if I abuse a Toyota, right, it's better lah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also vote for the 86.
Oh wow.
Well, not only I have a mid-engine Porsche, and it's not like same thing. It's just that I think front engine rear-wheel drive, you can really just whack the car sometimes, right? And mid-engine doesn't give you that kind of security when you break traction,
I will answer for you lah, Thomas. Thomas, you should just say that I already have the most expensive 981. Why would I want the cheapest 981?
No, I actually I think the mid-engine Cayman is really good. It's really good, but the 86, yeah.
Bro, Spider is more expensive than the GT4, right?
You can't buy a okay, in UK, I think it's more price. Yeah, more
No,
expensive.
back then when they were new.
Same price, bro. I mean,
Same.
yeah, I think GT4 was slightly more expensive because it has
Really?
Yes, the GT3 parts. Yeah.
Oh.
And
But in the 718 generation,
the other way
the
around.
Spider is more expensive.
Yeah, then the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay lah. Con.
I voted for the Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche.
Yeah.
So what are the results? What are the final results? Chiang and Porsche Cayman wins this round.
The Porsche win. Okay, let's go. Next one.
I like these are cars that we can buy. Chiang this round. Very good. Not some Koenigsegg.
Or not something that we would refuse to buy.
What, like Nazaria or Nazar?
Yeah, those like really give us nightmare before we sleep.
Wow.
The Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper EV.
Okay.
Hey, what's the range of this car, Con?
180 or something.
Well, yeah, 200 clicks max. I think 180 to be more realistic. 150 to 180.
Yeah, that's the i3 behind. Yeah. The i8 with Down syndrome.
So bad lah, bro. Okay, what's next?
Mini Cooper SE electric. 2-seater. Oh no, it's not a 2-seater. It's a 2-person. Oh,
Matsuda.
we just spoke about this. The MX-30. Oh, I love the interior.
MX-30 done.
Yeah,
I love the interior. It's the material, the meticulous, the little things in the interior is just so amazing.
The middle portion feels like in those Japanese house, those bamboo houses that you sit down for tea. It looks like that. Yeah.
Okay, the material is cork. All right. And Mazda started as a cork making company.
Wow.
Toyo Kogyo, something like that. So Mazda started as a factory that manufactures cork. And during the Hiroshima bombing, right, the only big building that was still standing after the bomb was Mazda's factory. So the whole Hiroshima government moved into Mazda's factory to operate from there. And literally the whole Hiroshima city was rebuilt and recovered after the atomic bombing from Mazda's factory.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting story. So I would go for the MX-30 because of
Wow.
I
Landslide.
think
Oh.
yeah, the Mini Cooper is like they just put on a battery in it, right? But the MX-30 is like it's completely bespokely designed to fit this,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And that suicide doors.
Yeah, the suicide door seals the deal for me. Lah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. I think it's pretty clear. All three of us picked the same one.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the seats, guys, go and sit on the MX-30 seats. It is one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat on. And the leather that they use in the car is also superb. Superb leather. You know, fossil bags? That kind of leather is so nice. It is so nice.
Granted, the Mini is still a very fun car to drive. In fact, I felt that the Mini with his electric car, right, felt very go kartish. Felt more go kartish than the ICEs. You know.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
course.
but the MX-5 just looks so nice.
The
MX-30.
MX-30, yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Feels more
Landslide.
special. Lah.
Yeah.
Landslide. Okay. So what's round 3?
Round 3. And both are below 200K, right? The price?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, the new
Land
Range Rover.
Discovery.
Oh.
Like
2.5 million.
So like a Range Rover Discovery.
Con.
Range Rover.
Yeah.
First time in Malaysia history, the replacement model is 1 million more than the previous model. It's like the previous Range Rover 5 liter is 1.5 million. The replacement is 2.5.
But it's smart, right? I think
Hey,
like
but it looks the part way. Look at that rear.
Well, when it's 2.5 million, right, your interior needs to be, the Bentley Rolls Royce level. It is
It
not.
isn't,
It isn't. The interior is at most a Porsche level.
Oh.
Audi level, it did not go to Bentley level, unfortunately. That's my
So it
view.
still feels like a 1.5 million car at best. Lah.
Yes. But it's
But
good
I think-
looking.
okay,
Oh, come on.
That's a 2.5 million car.
This is an easy choice, man.
But the Range Rover looks much better.
Yeah, I really
true.
cast my vote. It's a Range Rover.
The Range Rover looks better on the outside, but Bobby, like what you said, right? Inside, where you spend the time in, which one reminds you more that you have spent 2.5 million?
Yeah, definitely the Bentley is inside lah. But then the Range Rover, the long wheelbase version, right, is 3 million plus. What the hell? The 2.5 million one, right? The rear seats are not as spacious as the Bentayga rear seats.
Oh.
Yeah, the rear
So you
seats
need the long wheelbase.
isn't that big. The rear.
You know about Bentleys and their resale values, right? Do you think Bentaygas will hit the point where you see all the
No,
Flying
it won't.
Spurs and Continental?
No, it won't. The Bentayga resale is strong. Compared to the Continental Flying Spur. Continental Flying Spur is an outlier, I would say. It's the tossing car amongst Bentley history. You know what, Con? The Range Rover, I don't know why they call it P530, but basically this current you sit in the rear seats, right? It's tighter than the Bentayga or the DBX. Then you need the long wheelbase, right? But if you buy the long wheelbase, right, it is 1 million more expensive than the Bentayga, because Bentayga starts at 2.2, ma.
Yeah. Oh my god. Why would?
Bro. So when it comes to resale, right? Range Rover resale also. Yeah. So.
Oh, I would Bentayga all day long, man.
And the Range Rover won't drive like Bentayga. They never drive like a Bentayga.
Yeah.
So
Honestly,
Bentayga
Bentayga
drives
is,
like Urus way.
yeah, and the Bentayga is really an all-occasion SUV.
Yes.
It has that all-occasion quality to it.
Yeah, and David Lim has the answer. I would rather go for DBX 707.
Actually, you're right. If that one comes in the picture, right? Forget about these two already, lah.
Yeah, 700 horsepower, and the DBX drives better and is more comfortable than the Bentayga. That's the amazing part. The ride. Oh my God. All right. So another car that we can potentially buy 8 years down the road. You know, someone said something, well, how I wish I can remove the 2 in front of the 2.4 million. I said, can. Year 2028, it will be 400K. The Range Rover.
All cars will depreciate.
But I picked the Range Rover lah. Looks so good.
It looks good, bro. But it's 2.5, bro.
But it's also, for me, I grew up with Range Rovers lah. Land Rovers. My dad has a Nissan Safari or something like that. I don't know what he got. That's like the proper utility vehicle. Then when he made it a little bit, he went to Discovery, right?
Yeah.
So got a bit of comfort. Then finally we've got a Range Rover in our family, which my grandfather complained how much he drinks petrol. But as a lot of, I think the Range Rover looks nicer than the Bentley.
It looks much nicer than the Bentley. But one thing, right? Remember that Range Rover, they have that screen, and then with the aircon dials on top of the screen.
Yeah.
In this generation, they removed that, right?
But I think it's really smart. I like this current generation's.
But it's damn beautiful. I cannot deny it. It's very, very beautiful.
Yeah. Okay lah. Let's move on.
Let's move on to round 4. Bugatti Veyron. That's a Bugatti Veyron. 16.4 Veyron. Hey, I love this interior more than the Chiron's interior, I really like the Veyron's interior.
Oh, this is
the
nice.
Aluminium. Oh my God. This is, you see, really, it looks the part. It looks like a 5 million, 8 million kind of car, man. I mean, it's just, wow, it's art. It's art. Damn. A Bugatti Veyron against VAT. Oh, look at that. Thomas, if you are that rich, right, would you buy a Veyron?
No, Veyron doesn't.
Oh!
Wow. No, I don't know. I always, I watched the Grand Tour, they did the Veyron, and but I don't know. I just never in my heart felt like, oh, I want to have one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a car that pulls your heartstrings, lah.
It's a marvel, right? It's a marvel they can pull off something like this, right? Bugatti is, and the price point and the demand that it creates. The people who, but maybe I can't associate myself with these people yet, or I will never in this lifetime, because people who buy the Veyron are people who have yachts and private jets and stuff, right?
Yeah. But like I said, you are that rich.
No lah, I'm not that rich.
Okay, Jiang, why are you flashing the Jacob & Co. Bugatti watch?
Are you asking us to choose between the car and the watch?
This is the Sapphire. Oh, this is the what? This is the 1.3 million US dollar watch. The Chiron watch or a Veyron. So it's the price of a Veyron. This watch is the price of a Veyron. Would you get this watch? Hey, can you imagine this, Thomas? I just spent $1 million on a Bugatti Veyron. And then the guy next to you, oh, I spent the same amount on my Bugatti watch. On the watch. This shows you, right? Different level of rich. Different level of rich.
Yeah,
you know, someone who buys a Bugatti Veyron is a poor person next to someone who buys a watch for the same price.
Look at the pole.
You know, in front of the Jacob and Co, right? The Bugatti owner is a Bugatti 40 category, B40 category in front of the Jacob and Co guy. So would you buy a Jacob and Co Tourbillon Sapphire Crystal Chiron watch or a Bugatti Veyron? Thomas, which one would you buy for $1 million?
Thomas cannot relate, right?
I know.
Thomas.
I know. I will buy the watch because I know that when it comes to reselling it, probably it's easier and I'll make a good buck and I don't have to maintain the freaking thing, right? Until my resale happens, right? Then I'll take the money, I'll go and buy a, whatever F8 is going to be, that hardcore version of F8, the equivalent of the Pista to the 488, the Apeta version of it.
I give you this scenario.
And I have a lot more money to spare, right?
Thomas, I give you this scenario. You paid for the car and then you got the key, you start the Veyron and then you are driving out of the showroom. And then on a parallel universe, you collected the watch from Jacob and Co. and then you walk out of the authorized dealer and then the same thing happened. Con point a gun at you, give me your car. And then on the parallel universe, Bobby point a gun at you, give me your watch. You know what will happen? The insurance company will pay you your car back. And then your watch is gone.
That's a good point.
Your watch is gone. Anthony Montano, you say what? Buy the watch and then drive a Multipla. Then people will say your watch is fake one. Right? You drive a Bugatti Veyron, right? You can buy a fake Jacob and Co. and nobody will say it's fake.
That's true.
Nobody.
If your movement is not even moving, right? No one cares, right?
Yeah. They say, oh, your Jacob and Co spoil already. Yeah, this kind of watch very easy to spoil one.
And they will believe you, right? Yeah. Even if you drive a 488 or F8, people will still think your Jacob and Co is fake.
You drive a Veyron, right? You take out a fake Jacob and Co that doesn't run, right? And then you tell your friend, I spoil already. I sell to you 100K lah. Never mind, I make a loss. Then your friend will believe you and pay you.
Wow, Bobby, give me your 100K. Wow.
No, Bobby sell me a Jacob and Co for 100K. What a good guy. Can you imagine how many fake watch you can sell by driving a Bugatti Veyron? What can you do with the real Jacob and Co?
How many fake watch I have to sell in order to afford get the ROI from Bugatti Veyron?
You wear a Jacob and Co, right? But your name cannot be found in Fortune 500, right? You are wearing a fake one, even if you bought a real one. Anyway, all right. Okay, that's nice, Chiang. What's next? Oh, I haven't voted. Hey, what you voted for?
I voted for the watch.
I voted for the watch. Because
all
I can see is converting it to something else. More.
For me, I just looked at it simply as which is the one I would use. I can easily use.
Give me a watch.
Wow, like a Bugatti.
Wow.
round
Wow,
5.
yeah, I like your
Oh, Chiron
Chiron
since you
Sport.
post this today.
Walao, what is walao? It's like whoa. Okay, Thomas, if you are that rich, right, would you buy this?
Wait first. See what's next.
Chiron Sports.
Bugatti Chiron Sport
Nice.
versus what?
Pagani. Koenigsegg.
Your watch?
Yao Lei watch. Ayo.
Oh, pate oh.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Um, Grandmaster Chime. Is he quiet now?
Because everybody hang K already.
Grandmaster Chime reference. The reference must be typed in.
$31 million Patek Philippe. Okay. I want the Patek so I can buy a house for all my cars and buy all the cars that go in the house. Done.
31 million. You know when you buy a watch for 31 million, right? You know what the Patek Philippe owner, that very atas French guy would say?
What?
He would suddenly be able to say Cantonese. So high. you are so high. If you spend 120 million ringgit on a watch, regardless of how beautiful it is, how legendary it is some Mat Saleh, doing things to cheat you Asians,
It's okay. I'll buy that, right? And when I sell it, I can buy a big house, a mansion, and a big garage, put and then use the balance of the money to buy all the cars I want and put it in there.
But
Thomas, this game, right, is that you use all the money that you can use that you are supposed to buy a mansion to buy a watch.
the thing is that, right, this watch doesn't look 31 million to me, if you ask me. Maybe I don't know how to appreciate it.
That's why the owner suddenly speak in Cantonese so high.
The Jacob and Co one, I can still saw like grasp. Okay, that's a 1 million watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does have some sort of beauty in it.
It is beautiful. It is a beautiful watch.
Yeah, but $30+
Not
million.
31 million beautiful, not in my eyes.
Wow, suck it way.
31 million is the kind of money you can buy yacht already. Way.
Apparently, according to Ronald Adrian, it's one of one. It's only one in the world.
I can also make you a one of one T-shirt.
Someone got it for 500 million USD. Oh, really? Wow. Okay lah. I suddenly feel a bit potong steam after the last 2 rounds.
Why?
Do watch, don't know.
Okay, ma, don't like that.
Yeah, I literally have no clue about watches. It seems like Forbes 76 is like, one of one or something.
Okay, I found a replica Grandmaster Chime for $500. And then you have a Bugatti Chiron Sport for a lot less than 31 million. And then you wear the fake one. It's the real one. It becomes the real one.
You immediately look 50 million, eh?
But according to Ronald Adrian, is one of one. So if you have the copy, means the real one is somewhere else. But you know what? If a normal guy like me and you, we don't know crap about this, right? You come and say, "Hey, mine is one. I got this $30 million, and you drive a Bugatti Chiron." I believe you, lah, right? Right? Yeah.
You know what, Thomas? If you wear this, right, and they say, "Ha, this one of one, one of one," then you say, "You know the other person, man." There's a high chance you wouldn't know. Hey, 245 only, eh? Grandmaster Chime. $245. Hey, you buy one, I buy one.
Bro, I cannot appreciate any of this. Even 245 for a fake, I cannot appreciate it. I know it's a love, guys. I know there's some watch lovers there, and I just
Okay lah, $245 for this is okay lah. It matches the. Okay. No more watches. No more watches. But it's just for fun.
Can we not do any more watches? Because I really I'm just like.
Hey, don't like that, Thomas. In our group chat, every day you all talk watch also.
No more already, bro. Because you bought me a fake Casio, bro. My favorite watch is a Casio because you can go.
You see, the thing is this, Thomas. Your real Casio
always works. You know,
bro.
When I go into my engine bay, try to do something, I still working. You know,
bro. Your real Casio costs 50 ringgit. And then I thought if I spend 80 on a Casio, it's an upgrade. For you, Manatao is a fake one.
Hey, your fake Casio is not accurate the timing. It keep losing minutes, every day.
Hey, Thomas, that's the hallmark of a good expensive watch because all of them would be inaccurate. Yeah, mechanical watches are not as accurate as your Pasar Malam quartz watch. Right? Anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Here's to another week. Wish you all a wonderful week ahead.
Yes.
And yeah, have a great week ahead. And we wish. We have an Evo Club friend who was feeling unwell, so we wish him all the better. And yeah. All right. Take care.
Take care, guys.
Stay safe and be healthy. And go wash your car with Con. All right. Good night, guys. Good night, Thomas. Good night. Thank you. Good night, Con.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Chiang.
Thanks, Chia.
Good night.
Well, good night.